In other news now, soaring fuel, electricity and food costs continue to impact on the daily lives of South Africans. But former MPs will still enjoy travel perks courtesy of the taxpayer, while Parliament's made dramatic cuts to its new travel policy, which came into effect on Friday. Is this perk still justified? Lindsay Dentlinger finds out.
Former ministers once enjoyed a whopping 48 business-class domestic air tickets. Deputy ministers, their spouses and widows were all entitled to an allocation of travel benefits, courtesy of the taxpayer. But Parliament has clipped their wings and levelled the playing field. Now, all former MPs who have served for a continuous 5 years will be entitled to the same benefit after leaving government. This includes 12 economy-class domestic air tickets per year for 5 years for ex-members and their spouses. Spouses of deceased MPs are eligible for 6 tickets per year. The DA has cautiously welcomed the cuts.
Just as significant as the fact that it's been reduced by 4 times is also the fact that there's a 5-year limit imposed now. And again, whether it goes far enough, I'm not totally convinced, but it's rare in this ANC government to see something quite so dramatically reduced in terms of the benefits for members of cabinet.
The IFP says it's not unreasonable to continue this perk, which is already budgeted for.
By and large, when an MP leaves Parliament, there's very little else that they can do. So these are little perks that enable them to continue doing work for the constituencies, for the people that they represent, because you still get called upon after, long after you've retired as a member of Parliament.
But both parties agree more discussion is needed on whether this is a benefit that should remain.
The broader question about whether there should be a benefit like this at all still remains, however, and especially in the current financial and economic context, it's hard to justify spending money on these flights when many South Africans can't even afford to buy fuel.
Parliament has allocated 6.4 million rand to fulfill this perk in the new financial year. Lindsay Dentlinger, Cape Town.